Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of JDTFridaysFan97 news for April 20th, 2026. And before we get started on this video, I wanted to remind you to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and join my Facebook group, and follow me on social media. So yeah, enjoy the video. Alright, on this edition of the JDT Fridays Fan 97 news for April 20th, 2025 is according to I'm on Apple.com, and according to this is that Tim Cook to become Apple Executive Chairman and John Ternus to become new Apple CEO. Apple announced that Tim Cook would become executive chairman of Apple's board of directors, and John Ternus, senior vice president of hardware and energy, will become Apple's next chief executive officer, effective on September 1st, 2026. The transaction, which was approved unanimously by the board of directors, followed a thoughtful long-term suggestion planning process. Cook will continue his role as CEO through the summer as he works closely with Ternus on a smooth transition. As executive chairman, Cook will assist with certain aspects of the company, including engaging with policymakers around the world. It has been the greatest privilege of my life to be the CEO of Apple, and to have been trusted to lead such an extraordinary company. I love Apple with all of my being, and I am so grateful to have had that opportunity to work with a team of such ingenious, innovative, creative, and deeply caring people who have been unwavering in their dedication to enriching the lives of our customers and creating the best products and services in the world, said Cook. John Ternus has the mind of an engineer, the soul of an innovator, and the heart to lead with integrity and with honor. He is a visionary whose contributes to Apple over 25 years are already too numerous to count, and he is without question the right person to lead Apple into the future. I could not be more confident in his abilities and his character, and I look forward to working closely with him on this transition and in my new role as executive chairman. I am profoundly grateful for this opportunity to carry Apple's mission forward, said Ternus. Having spent almost my entire career at Apple, I have been lucky to have worked under Steve Jobs and to have had Tim Cook as my mentor. It has been a privilege to help shape the products and experiences that have changed so much of how we interact with the world, with one another. I am filled with optimism about what we can achieve in the years to come. And I'm so happy to know that most talented people on earth are here at Apple, determined to be part of something bigger than any one of us. I am humbled to step into this role, and I promise to lead with the values and vision that have come to define this special place for half a century. Arthur Levison, who have been Apple's non-executive chairman for the past 15 years, will become its independent director on September 1st, 2026. Ternus will join the board of directors, also effective September 1st, 2026. Tim's unpredicted and outstanding leadership have transformed Apple into the world's best company. He's introduced groundbreaking products and services time and again, and his integrity and values are infused into everything Apple does, Levinson said Levison. On behalf of the entire board of directors, we are incredibly grateful for his countless contributions to Apple and the world, and we are thrilled he will now be executive chairman. We believe John is the best positive leader to succeed Tim as he transitions to CEO. We know his love for Apple. His leadership, deep technical knowledge, and relentless focus on creating great products and will help lead Apple to an extraordinary future. I want to thank Art for this incredible work he has done leading the board of directors for the past 15 years, said Cook. I've always found his advice to be invaluable, and I appreciate his thoughtfulness and his unwavering dedication to the company. I am grateful he will serve as our lead independent director, and I look forward to working with him in my new role. Tim Cook joined Apple in 1998. He became CEO in 2011 and has overseen the introduction of numerous products and services, including new categories like Apple Watch, AirPods, and Apple Vision Pro, and services ranging from iCloud and Apple Pay to Apple TV and Apple Music. He was also instrumental in expanding existing product lines. Under Cook's leadership, Apple has grown from a market capitalization of approximately $350 billion to $4 trillion, representing a more than 1,000% increase, and yearly revenue has nearly quadrupled from $108 billion in a fiscal year 2011 to more than $416 billion in fiscal year 2025. The company has expanded its global footprint substantially, partially in emerging markets. It is now in more than 200 countries and territories. And Apple operates over 500 retail stores and has more than doubled the number of countries in which its customers can visit an Apple store. During his tenure, Apple has grown by more than 100,000 team members and increased its active installed base to more than 2.5 billion devices. Apple Services has been a major focus area of Cook's, and during his tenure, the category has grown to become a more than $100 billion business, the equivalent of a Fortune 40 company. Cook was also instrumental in creating the wearables category at Apple, which now includes the world's most popular watch and headphones, and which has served as the foundation for Apple's remarkable impact on the health and safety of its users. Under Cook's leadership, Apple also transitioned to Apple Design Silicon, enabling the company to own more of its primary technology and deliver industry-leading gains in power effectively and performance that directly benefit users across its products. Cook has made Apple's core values even more central to the company's decision and making the product development. Under his leadership, the company reduced its carbon footprint by more than 60% below 2015 levels during a period in fundamental human rights, has more privacy and security imperative at Apple, setting a standard for user protection that continues to set the company apart from the rest of the technology industry. He has also pushed for continued innovation in the accessibility space, believing that Apple products should be made for everyone. And he has made central to his leadership that notion that Apple should be a place where everyone can feel they belong and where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. Ternus joined Apple's product design team in 2001 and became a vice president of hardware engineering in 2013. He joined the executive team in 2021 as senior vice president of hardware engineering. Throughout his tenure at Apple, Ternus has overseen hardware engineering work on a variety of groundbreaking products across every category. He was instrumental in the introduction of multiple new product lines, including iPad and AirPods, as well as many generations of products across iPhone, Mac, and Apple Watch. Ternus' work on Mac has helped the category become more powerful and more popular globally than at any time in its 40-year history. That includes the recent introduction of MacBook Neo, an all-new laptop that makes the Mac experience even more accessible to more people around the world. This past fall, his team efforts were on full display with the introduction of a redefined iPhone lineup, including the incredibly powerful iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, the radically thin and durable iPhone Air, and the iPhone 17, which has been an incredible upgrade for users. Under his leadership, his team also drove advancements in AirPods to make them the world's best in-ear headphones and unpredicted active noise cancellation, as well as the compatibility to become an all-in-one hearing health system that serve as over-the-counter hearing aids. Ternus had led much of the company's focus in areas like reliability and durability, including new techniques that have made Apple products remarkably resilient. He has also driven much of Apple's innovation in materials and hardware design that have reduced by carbon footprint of its products, including the creation of a new recycled aluminum compound that has been introduced across multiple product lines, the use of 3D printed titanium in Apple Watch Ultra 3, and innovations in repairability that have increased the lifespans of several Apple products. Prior to Apple, Ternus worked as a mechanical engineer and virtual research systems. He holds a bachelor's degree in medical engineering from the University of Pennsylvania. And finally, David was charged with first-degree murder of teen found dismembered inside Tesla. The LA District Attorney Nathan Hodgman cited possible financial gain and witnessed murder as special circumstances around the singer's involvement in the alleged crime. Singer David could be facing the death penalty after being charged Monday with first-degree murder by the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office in connection with the killing of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, whose dismembered body was discovered inside an abandoned Tesla in the Hollywood Hills last year. LA District Attorney Nathan Hodgman announced at a press conference Monday that the 21-year-old singer, whose real name is David Burke, faces a first-degree murder charge with special circumstances, including lying in wait, committing the crime for financial gain, and murdering a witness. He was also charged with a second count involving lewd acts with a child, as well as dismemberment of a 15-year-old girl's body. These charges include the most serious charges that a DA's office can bring, Hodgman said. In September, a severely decomposed body was discovered at a Los Angeles impound lot inside a vehicle registered to Burke in Hempstead, Texas. Police said the remains were placed inside a bag in Tesla's front trunk. The dismembered body was later identified as the missing Inland Empire teen. A decomposed head and torso was found in a cadaver bag inside the Tesla, according to court documents. Additional dismembered body parts were discovered in a second bag inside the vehicle. Rivas have been missing since April 24, 2024, nearly 18 months before her remains were discovered at Hollywood Town on September 8th. She was identified after the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner noted a tattoo on her right index finger reading "shh," prompting her mother to contact the office. Burke was named a suspect by Los Angeles homicide detectives in November. He was arrested in Hollywood on Thursday on a probable cause warrant and is being held without bail. It remains unclear whether prosecutors will seek the death penalty. The determination on whether or not the district attorney's office will seek the death penalty will be made at a later time, Hodgman said. The Hollywood Reporter was unable to reach Burke's attorneys at Burke Bredler LLP on Monday. Last week, following his arrest, the singer's attorneys said they will vigorously defend David's innocence in a statement. Burke was in the midst of string of dates on the David Wither 2025 World Tour when Hernandez's body was identified in a car registered in his name. A Seattle concert scheduled that day was canceled, and the remaining tour dates were soon scrapped. As David Brooke broke out on TikTok and SoundCloud in 2022, leading to a rapid rise that include opening for SZA and performing at Coachella ahead of his debut album. He amassed more than 30 million monthly listeners on Spotify and signed with Darkroom Interscope Records. His debut album, Wither, released in April 2025, notably featured vocals largely recorded on an iPhone in his sister's closet, as he told The Hollywood Reporter last year. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this edition of JDT Fridays Fan97 News for April 20th, 2026. And as always, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Join my Facebook group and follow me on social media. So yeah, thanks for watching. Until the next video, this is JDT Fridays Fan97 saying, this is your JDT Fridays Fan97 News. Bye, everybody.